Hey everybody, Matt here, Big Red Liquors, and today I've got the first ever collaboration between a retailer, Big Red Liquors, and a restaurant, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse here in Indianapolis, on a single barrel of homegrown Indiana bourbon. And if you like the last single barrel of Starlight that we did, Ted Huber's bourbon down there in southern Indiana, you are absolutely going to go bonkers for this stuff. So here's the deal. We went down there with the Ruth Chris team who run these amazing steakhouses here in Indianapolis and a few other locations, and we picked out a single barrel. They took 30% of the allocation. We took 70% of the allocation. They're going to feature a drink called their Whiskey Smash with this product that you can buy in single barrel form exclusively from Big Red Liquor. So you can go to Ruth's Chris, order the Whiskey Smash, and then you can buy a single barrel of this stuff from us today. This is barrel 1402, never to be repeated, never to be remade. This is the Ted Huber 4-grain mash bill, straight bourbon whiskey, just over 2 years old. But as I've said before with the Starlight, age does not matter. This stuff is that delicious, and I can't say enough about what they're doing down there. Actually, the rarity of some of these initial single barrels that are coming out of this distillery, these are going to be collector's items. They're that good and they're that promising for what's coming out. So 97 proof is what we decided to bottle this at. And what can I say about it? It is this perfect combination of these orchard fruits, so like red apple, little like peach pear type thing, and baking spice, and then like cinnamon, vanilla, fudge, cocoa. Oh man, every time I sip it, every time I taste it, every time I smell it, I get a whole different experience. These are very complex whiskeys with a lot of depth and a lot of character that they're making down there. So let's taste it. As I've said before, these Starlight bourbons, they taste and they are reminiscent of some of the Dusties that come through my office from time to time. There's such a strong fruit characteristic to them. The yeast have really been given time to work on this stuff, and the depth and character of that fruit and that quality really shines through to the end. This is a number 5 char. They're calling it a Distillers Char that Kelvin Cooperage does for these guys. So it's a real heavy flash char. So it's a deep char, but it's not sitting in that barrel for a huge extended period of time. So it gets these caramel and vanilla flavors, but it doesn't have that extra like woodiness to it. So it gets the sweetness, but it doesn't get that heavy oak spice, which sometimes can overpower the distillate. So that's why I think you've got that balance, that really nice depth of fruit character, and then you've got the baking spice, and then you've got that cocoa vanilla fudge finish that just goes on and on. And you think, oh my gosh, 2-year-old whiskey for $40? No. You're going to pay 80, or you're going to pay 100, or you're going to pay 150 for a whiskey that is this good on the market right now. Forget about the age. This is just an absolutely delicious bourbon whiskey. Great collaboration with the Ruth's Chris folks, and another one in the history books. Cheers.